It's making sure I am. So again, Happy New Year's, Happy January 1st, 2025. Hopping in for the first live of the new year. And I'm just going to make sure that I can see the comments that come through as I'm here on Facebook of the new year. Only streaming on this platform for tonight. And the reason for that is because, again, I just want all the traction to be here for this evening. And give me a sec. All right. So again, if you are here with me tonight, I want you to say hello. Let me know where you're chiming in from. And please go ahead and share this out as I'm about to as well. And then we'll get right into the meat of the conversation. I'll introduce myself. You know the whole thing. You know how it all goes. Yes, no, maybe so. So I'm just going to share this out. And then we're going to have a nice conversation. All right. Just inviting some of you to come in and join me if you can. So again, let me introduce myself. Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne. I'm the founder of Holistic Fitness NY. I am your holistic integrative teacher, Reiki master, medical astrologer, master of numerology, card creator, and card reader. And there's so much more to me, but I'm going to leave it there for now. Tonight's title is all about the lunar nodes in regards to Pisces and Virgo. If you have not heard, in regards to astrology, we have a lot of astrological shifts that are about to take place pretty much within the first 4 weeks of January. And tonight, I really wanted to come and share some insight with you based on the lunar nodes, the North Node and South Node. Currently, they are in Aries and Libra. And in less than 10 days from today, the lunar nodes will be moving into Pisces and Virgo. So many have heard, I'm sure you have heard, that this is a really big year for Pisces, as the North Node is in Pisces. Yet we do not want to forget that's also a really big year for those Virgos as well, because the South Node is hitting Virgo's energy. A little bit about both, so if you are new to astrology and you're just starting to get a basic understanding of your astrology chart, I just want to give you sort of like a 101 introduction to when we talk about our nodes. The North Node is the energy that you are here moving into, and South Node energy is the energy you left off at. Sort of like the chapter you left off at in your prior to being reincarnated in this lifetime. When we speak about Pisces, Pisces is the zodiac sign that carries the energy of all 12 zodiac signs because it's the last zodiac sign prior to the astrological new year beginning again. And when we talk about Virgo, Virgo is about your schedule, your routine. It's how we organize ourselves. It's also about health, fitness, and wellness. And a big focus is about your health. So when we take these two energies as the North and South Node will begin its transit as of January 11th for 18 months. So right through the entire year of 2025 and half of 2026. This is a big deal for Pisces and Virgos. And there's also a big deal for other zodiac signs as well, which is what I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty of this conversation really about. Because I want you to be in the knowing and the understanding on how this energy is going to play based on where it sits in your astrological chart. So to start off with, I invite you to take some time to look at your astrological chart and see where you do have Pisces and Virgo on your chart. Because those will be the houses that for the next 18 months will be amplified with the North and South Node highlighting those sections on your chart. Now, of course, if you're like me, where your sun energy is in Pisces, you may have a rising or even moon sign in Pisces, then yes, the next 18 months is going to be quite lit up for you based on what it is you're here for the next 18 months to really step into, to be seen, be heard, and to allow yourself to step into your brilliance, so to speak. In addition to, when we speak about that Virgo energy on the south node of it all, it really is about bringing that balance between your intuition and your organization skills, being able to make time and schedule time to utilize your intuition. And that's what this energy is about. Now, in addition to looking at your chart, I'm going to zoom in on Virgo for just a moment. Now, perhaps you are someone that has a that's on TikTok. You might have heard about this today because I spoke about it on TikTok. And perhaps you might have even caught my reels today that I shared this information on as well, where I was speaking about the Virgo South Node energy. Why is the Virgo South Node energy so important? And why am I spending time to talk about this as opposed to just focusing on the North Node Pisces energy? Well, I'm going to share that with you in just a moment. I just want to tag in a few more people, see where my tribe is for tonight. See if we can get some energy going on for this evening. So bear with me as I ring in some people, hoping that some people are around. All right, so I just hollered in a few people. So again, why am I focusing more on the Virgo South Node energy of this lunar nodes versus the Pisces? Well, to start off with, a couple of reasons. Virgo, as I said before, is the South Node. It's the energy we left off at. Virgo represents your routine. It's about your schedule. It's about planning out. It's about how organized are you. So if you happen to have your sun, moon, or ascending sign in Virgo, specifically your rising sign, because your rising sign is the energy that you're showing up in. So you may, if you are a Virgo rising sign, you may show up as being organized, very put together, have a schedule, have a planner, may even be a planner for that matter. Now, if you happen to have your Virgo in your sun and your moon energy, then you may not be showing up as organized as we expect Virgos to show up, because that's the energy you're here to improve on. So in addition to, and what's going to be highlighted in this energy over the next 18 months based on the Virgo node, is understanding if you happen to be in the what's called the Virgo Pluto generation, I'm speaking to you. If you happen to have, now two zodiac signs to pay attention to, Virgo and Scorpio, if you have your sun or rising sign in one of those two signs, I am speaking to you. Why am I speaking to you? Because again, when we speak about this Virgo energy, not only the Virgo energy and the lunar nodes, but I'm also going to bring to the table some insight regarding Saturn and Neptune, specifically highlighting Neptune's energy. And why? Why am I going to do that? Well, there's a big reason to why I'm going to do that. And that reason is when we speak about Neptune and Saturn, specifically when both Neptune and Saturn transit out of Pisces and moves into Aries energy, which will take place for Neptune, that will take place March 30th, and for Saturn will take place May 24th. So as for Saturn, that's a little bit ways to go. That's about, 5 months from now. However, for Neptune, that's 3.5 months to go. And why am I putting a focus here for our Scorpios? Because what's going to happen for Scorpios with both Neptune and Saturn, those two planets are going to be transiting the sixth house on your chart. What do I mean by that? If you go to look at your chart, at that point in time, you'll see that Saturn and Neptune will be in that placement on your chart, sixth house. Now, sixth house energy based on Virgo, because Virgo rules the sixth house, is about your health and fitness. It's about taking care of your physical body. It's also about taking care of your health. Now, this is a big energy and emphasis for both Virgos and Scorpios. A big time, especially once Neptune does move into Aries energy on March 30th, where you may be more focused on wanting to get healthier, wanting to get stronger, and you may also find some challenges showing up in regards to your health. And this is one of the reasons why I chose to come here tonight to share this information with you, because as the lunar nodes move into Pisces and Virgo, that big emphasis that Virgo is going to highlight for those who do have Virgo and Scorpio sun and rising sign over the next give and take 12 weeks. And why is it so important now? Why am I choosing to share this with you now? Because you have 12 weeks. You have 12 weeks where you can get your health and fitness under control. You can transform your physical body, your mind, your emotions, and your spirit within a 12-week period. With giving consistency, discipline, motivation, and determination, you can turn around whatever health issues you may have going on right now, that by time Neptune does transit into Aries energy and moves out of Pisces energy, transiting your sixth house, you can very well be a healthy, stronger version of who you are right now by putting the work in now. Especially if for whatever the reasons are, and now I'm not just speaking about our Scorpios and our Virgo energy, specifically Scorpio, speaking about everybody right now. Whereas if you have taken for granted your health and your fitness, and you really have not really been on top of your game, becoming the stronger version of you, specifically my ladies in midlife, this is a time now to put a focus on this. Because again, with the nodes moving into Pisces and Virgo, that Virgo energy is going to be highlighting in regards to, you may have a very strong determination. Suddenly, you might have woke up today, or you're definitely going to wake up by January 11th with the idea of saying to yourself, I want to get in better shape. I want to improve my health. I want to change my dietary habits. I want to make sure I'm doing the best for me. Now, the one thing I want to bring to the table right now in this conversation is understanding that I want to be able to help you move through your health and fitness wellness journey in a more revitalized way versus all the trendy fads that we have grown so used to knowing and hearing about, such as trying to get into shape and transforming your body in the 12-week period, which means quickly, by doing it based on the 3D way or by these trendy fads that are out there. The one thing I do for clients like yourself is help you transform your body from inside out, which means taking a deep dive soul discovery in regards to who you are. And whatever the health issues are, whatever the emotional connection to the health issues are, we take a deeper dive to look at that and focus on how we can transform the whole process behind the relationship with food. Known, I like to refer to your nutritional cycle. Because we do have many planets that are getting ready to transit out of one zodiac sign into another, where we just had this amazing experience with Pluto moving out of Capricorn after 16 years and now spending 20 years in Aquarian energy. That is a big transit that's taking place, which then means is a massive cycle shift when it comes to how you take care of your physical body. Because when we speak of Pluto's energy, we're speaking about the very transformation you're undergoing or thinking about undergoing. And my advice to everybody, not just some of you, everybody, that this is your time now to learn to invest in you. Learn to invest in you, meaning hire, whether you want to call them the coach, the trainer, whatever it is. My suggestion would be just to hire me. And why do I say that? Why am I tooting my horn? Because I literally do everything with clients like yourself in regards to dietary habits, healing process, clearing the energies, uh, talk therapy. So you don't need to hire individual practitioners to really get you to transform. All you really need to do is come and discover the body and soul transformation prescription plan that will definitely help you transform from inside out. So if you do want to know more about that plan, I highly encourage you to either A, because you're watching from Facebook, message me. And because this will eventually land on my YouTube channel, you can also email healingwithin76@gmail.com to learn about my body and soul transformation prescription plan. Because again, for my midlife women, if you are not already participating in what I like to call POST, which is and stands for Progressive Overload Strength Training, you are not doing that just yet. 2025 is definitely a time to get started on this so you can start to transform your physical body and become a stronger, healthy version of you. With the emphasis on the lunar nodes being in Pisces and Virgo. Pisces is about your intuition. Pisces is about really learning how to tune to your own physical energy, which means you're going to embody your physical body to have that connection and relationship with spirit so you can better understand what is the best thing for you. So you don't actually necessarily need for someone else to advocate for you to what you should or should not be eating, which is, again, the old ways of going about things. I like to hope and pray that every one of us have really moved out of the 3D ways of doing things and are more into this 4 and 5D energy, meaning that you are really ready to revolutionize your health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional plans that will match the frequency that you're at now. Considering when we think about the energy going back to 2020, every one of us, and I'm going to say it politically like that, every one of us has experienced an attunement where our frequencies have increased. And because our frequencies have increased, and I've said this a lot in 2024, it's now time that we take our workouts to that same frequency. And it's now time that we stop working out in this 3D fantasy land of doing everything as a fad or a quick fix, hoping and wishing and praying that whatever the results we're looking to get, we're looking to get it by tomorrow. That's just not going to happen, nor is it realistic. Again, when you have these lunar nodes coming together, Pisces, Virgo, this is really about the spiritual being that you are and bringing together a routine, a schedule, organizing your routine so you can take better care of you. So when we think about Neptune and Saturn that are currently in Pisces right now, helping us to really restructure our entire foundation, this is your time now to really pay attention to how can you create this routine for yourself so you can become a healthier and stronger version of you. Because again, if you have not created a routine, a schedule, a program, a structured program, not something that you're following and doing it for a few days and then that's it. This is a structured program with consistency, dedication, discipline, so you can actually get to see the results you're looking to see. And having a plan in mind and intention in mind to what that goal is for you. And please, 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 let me say it out loud. Hopefully, your intention and goal is not about seeing the scale number go down. Because again, if I have to say this multitudes of times, I will. When you are focused on the scale going down, that number going down, and that is your reason to why you're getting up and doing the workouts each and every single day, you are going to grow frustrated with the lack of results that you will see. Now, in case you're not aware of this, I have been in the health and fitness wellness industry for 40 plus years. Once upon a time, going back 20 years ago, I used to sit with my clients and encourage them to get on the scale and say, let's see what they weighed, and put them on quote unquote ridiculous plans to help them quote unquote lose the weight that they were looking to lose. Unfortunately, though, what I've come to learn over the last give and take 10 years is that the weight that we carry, the physical weight that we carry, is based on the emotional connections and emotional stories that we do have. The actual weight. Now, if you think about it, when you think about the weight that you're physically carrying, it's not even associated with food. It's actually associated with all the different people that you connect with, because you are carrying the weight of their problems on your body. Whether it shows up in your shoulders, your arms, your back, your hips, your thighs, your abdominals, whatever it is, the reality of it all is, it is time to stop focusing on what the scale says and really get into a mindfulness of understanding how you're going to restructure your physical body by reprogramming your beliefs, your philosophies, and everything that you have been conditioned and programmed to believe about the relationship you have with your physical body. So getting in this new habit of knowing that whatever the weight is, however your body looks like, this is your time now, today, as January 1st, 2025. Thinking about this powerful energy that we're in based on numerology, this 1-1 energy, a doorway, a gateway in reference to doing something new. And when you really think about that 1-1 energy, you're looking at the number 11, which is reminding you again over and over and over again. As I said back in December, I said it in November, that when we talk about the number 11, it's reminding you that you are the master. You are the master here to master healing from within. Not be so focused about losing 30 pounds or 25 pounds. Because again, maybe you have not heard this before. Maybe it's the first time you're going to hear it today. When you focus strictly on the scale number going down, you are not just losing weight, you are losing muscle. You are losing muscle. A big portion of any weight that you're losing from the scale comes from muscle. A very small portion of it comes from fat. And even a larger portion of it comes from water. So if you're gauging your success on how much weight you are losing, what you are really doing is losing muscle, especially if you are not doing what I call POST, progressive overload strength training. And if you are participating in progressive overload strength training, then you're probably not losing weight off the scale. This is not even possible. If anything, you might be maintaining the current weight that you were at, yet seeing a very different shape in your body, because your body is then at that point transforming, retransforming, restructuring itself, because now what's going on is your body is taking on leaner muscle tissue, yet the scale is not coming down. Now, again, if you are not participating in, as I call it, progressive overload strength training posts, and you are women in midlife, with the lunar node, again, that South Node Virgo energy, and as of March 30th, with Neptune moving into Aries energy, there's going to be a big emphasis on health and fitness, specifically for, again, Virgo and Scorpio rising and sun energy. So this is a big, big energy for those particular zodiac signs to start with. Yet we all are going to have this big focus on how can we become a healthier, stronger version of ourselves? How can we take better care of the body that we are in? And again, I want to emphasize over and over and over again, this is not about losing weight. This is really learning how to transform the weight that you are and transforming it where you become a stronger, healthy version of you. So when we understand the concept of the energy we are moving into with the lunar nodes as of January 11th, moving into Pisces and Virgo, where this is on your chart, how this is going to play out for you. Whatever you have in those placements is what's going to be amplified for you. So now I can only speak of my own chart because I have my chart in front of me. Now for me, based on Pisces, I have it in my ninth house. Ninth house is associated with higher consciousness. It's about truth telling. It's about learning and teaching. It's about taking on a new skill. It's about traveling. Now in that ninth house placement, I do have 3 planets sitting there. I have my sun energy, I have my north node, and I have Venus there. So there's a lot going on in that ninth house energy. Now, we speak on the Virgo placement because I happen to be in the generation of Pluto Virgo. That sits in my 3rd house placement. It's how I'm going to experience this massive transformation that is occurring. How am I going to create a more intensified schedule for myself so health and fitness can be on the fine lines to this? Now, understanding for me, I already have health and fitness on the fine line. I do not believe it can get any more in front of my schedule as it already is. However, for those of you who may not feel that your health and fitness is a priority, this is the time to make it a priority. This is the time now more than ever to really start looking at your schedule. What can you put aside for now? And the thing I like to say off the back, and this may trigger some of you, is what excuse can you put aside? Or as Wayne Dyer would say, excuses be gone. It's a great book. It's the title of his book, by the way. Excuses be gone. This is a year over the next 18 months. This is your year to let go of the excuses that you have allowed up until now, to put them aside so you can begin to create a time, a consistent time. What I find to be true as a personal trainer is that when you have a specific time zone, time frame to when you're going to get your structured workout session in, you are more likely to complete it. So recommendation that I would have for you is to look at your schedule and see where is the best time for you, whether it's in the morning time, afternoon time, or evening time, the best time for you to dedicate, maybe for beginners, 10 minutes. Now, if you're going to dedicate 10 minutes, I'm going to suggest you dedicate 10 minutes every day to build up your consistency so you can see the results you're looking to see. So 10 minutes every day for about 4 weeks. Once you've done your 10 minutes every day for 4 weeks, then you're going to take that 10 minutes and you're going to increase your duration and perhaps take it to 15 minutes and continue to do that again every day until you are literally doing a routine for anywhere between 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Once you're doing a routine for 30 to 45 minutes, then you can start to manage that routine that you're not necessarily doing it every day. Now, here is where I come in. I do not expect you to know how to put together a fine-tuned plan that's going to be balanced, that's going to benefit you. Which is why it's so important, more than ever, that you invest in your health and fitness. I encourage you to take some time between tonight and maybe tomorrow, maybe the latest, stretch it out until the weekend, and see what allowance you have for your health and fitness. Because again, as we have the lunar nodes moving into Pisces and Virgo for the next 18 months, for our Virgos and Scorpios, sun and rising sign, and for those of you who are in the Pluto Virgo generation, there's a big emphasis on taking care of yourself. And if not now, when? Because the next 18 months, this is going to be big for many of us, wanting to become stronger and healthier. Wanting to become stronger and healthier. And I will almost guarantee that you can figure out a way to create an allowance for you that will help you hire me as your trainer. So if this is something you're interested in learning more about, my body and soul transformation program, I encourage you to reach out to me. I am currently looking, I have all my scheduled availability for 3 new clients that I am willing to work with. All you need to do is reach out to me to find out more about my body and soul transformation prescription plan. So I'm going to recap this as I'm just at the point of ending my live with you. Wanted to share this insightful information for you to help you better understand what is going to be taking place over the next 18 months and why is it that suddenly you're starting to think about your health, you're starting to think about fitness, you're starting to think about wellness, and you're trying to figure it all out. Now, yes, grant you, there are so many programs out there. You can go on YouTube and find, excuse me, you can go on YouTube and find different exercise plans and daily workouts and do those on your own. Now, again, with me being in the health and fitness industry for 40 plus years, I have literally have conversations with people who have hired me after they attempted to do different workouts following whether it's a YouTube video or they purchased a video or whatever it might be. And they found that they did not get the results that they were looking for. In fact, for some of them, the result they did get was injured. Because one of the most important things that I believe to be true is that when you are working with a trainer like myself, you're going to actually receive proper form, proper ways to exercise, where I will actually be right there with you as we are through a Zoom, not like here, but like literally face to face, real time, where I work with you, helping you to make sure you're doing what you're doing correctly without any injuries, staying injury free. So, like I said, yes, you can go to YouTube and click on exercises for the day or click on a specific workout for a specific body part. And yes, you can very successfully do the workouts there. But the big question you have to ask yourself is, are you doing the exercise correctly? Because if you're not doing the exercise correctly, what's going to happen over time is you're either A, going to get injured, or B, you're not going to see the results you're looking to see because you're not performing the exercise correctly. It's the bottom line. Like I said, I've been doing this for a really long time, and I've had many, can't even count anymore, how many people have hired me after they attempted to do their workouts by following a video and realizing that it didn't work for them. So this is a big time right now with the help of the lunar nodes energies, where North Node in Pisces, where you tap into your intuition and you learn to embody your physical body so you can better understand what's going to work for you and what's not going to work for you. How to go through that transformation so you can reshape the way that you are and not be focused so much about restrictions and limitations. I spoke a lot about that in 2024, and I'm really hoping not to have to speak about that in 2025. After all, again, as I've said previous, we can thank the pandemic from 2020. Every one of us have experienced what I like to call frequency increase and upgrade. Every one of us are literally moving at a different vibration. Every one of us are at a different dimension. And because we're at a different dimension, we're at a different frequency, it's so important now more than ever to really align the workouts that we're doing based on the frequency that we're at. So again, I'm going to talk a little bit about restrictions and limitations, just for a short second. And why am I going to talk about that? Because when we think about restrictions and limitations based on, let's say, food, where we're restricting ourselves from having certain food because we have been told, we have been programmed to believe, we have been hearing this for centuries now, that certain foods we want to stay away from. We want to make sure we're eating at a certain time in our day, or whatever the fad may be at this particular point in time. When we are restricting ourselves in that area of our lives, that spills over to other areas of our lives as well. And we really want to pay attention to that, because we need to ask ourselves, where are we restricting ourselves? Where are we literally blocking ourselves from being the healthiest and strongest version of who we are as we're in 2025? So if we're restricting and we're limiting ourselves, we're literally telling ourselves, I can only have this, or I can't have that. Think about it. Think about the last time, maybe as a child, when you were told you couldn't have something. How did that make you feel? Because by telling yourself that now, you're literally telling your inner child that she or he cannot have something, because you're limiting yourself from having it. And because now we're in 2025, we can get rid of this philosophy that we have been programmed to believe for so many years about bad dieting, limiting certain foods out of our program, how much of something we should be having. In fact, I actually encourage you to reach out to me and let's have a conversation. You and I have a conversation together so I can help you better understand what your nutritional cycle is, so you can reap the benefits of eating the food, eating the amount of calories your body actually really needs, so you can actually see the results you're looking to see, so you can have more energy, so you can feel great in your body, so you can feel confident in your body. These are the reasons why I do what I do, why I help you, so I can help you get to your pain point and find ways to transform in a more revolutionized approach. Now, by now, if you've been following me on a regular basis and you've been listening to my spiel regarding health, fitness, wellness, and nutrition, you know by now that my approach is non-conventional. As a holistic personal trainer, when working with you, it's not just about working with your physical body. It's not just about your workout. It really is about getting to discover who you are from a soul level. And to discover who you are from a soul level, you have to be willing and ready to explore and study you. And what does it mean to explore and study you? It means tapping into your astrological and numerology makeup, so you can better understand and navigate through all of these different planets that we have playing with us, supporting us, and inspiring us to be the best versions of ourselves. As I mentioned earlier, with Pluto moving into Aquarius, this literally is a time of our lives to make connections, have collaborations, get with community, have people to support you on the journey that you are on. Right now, you may not even be thinking about how your body can look like as the most strongest version of you. However, right now, I've just helped you plant that seed. Take a moment and close your eyes and just think about it, just with your eyes closed, what it would look like for your body. What does your body look like as being the strongest, healthiest version of you? Keep your eyes closed and visualize that just for a moment. Now that you have that vision in your mind of what it would look like to be the strongest, healthiest version of you, now I encourage you to take pen to paper and write down 3 action steps that you would be willing to do. Action steps to accomplish that vision you have in your mind's eye of being the strongest, healthiest version of you. What does healthy mean for you? What healthy means for me may not be the same for you. What strong means for me may not be for you. So it's really important for you to sit down, to put pen to paper and start really defining what this actually means for you. Are you someone that is struggling with a health issue? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you have borderline diabetes? Is your cholesterol high? Are you experiencing sleep apnea? Is there a health issue that you are ready to get ahead of? Because again, with the Virgo South Node energy that as of January 11th for the next 18 months, this will be the very thing that's going to be front and center in your mind. How can you become a healthier version of yourself? Healthier is the primary goal here. Stronger version, let's put that on the side for right now. You want to become healthy. What does healthy look like for you? How would your life improve once you become healthy? What would that do for you? What will you be able to do when you feel healthier? What would it feel like to be able to literally stand up out of a chair and your knees don't bother you? What would it feel like to walk a mile and your back doesn't bother you? What would it feel like to just be able to stand in place and nothing hurts? This is the healthier version of you. Now, what would it feel like being strong? Where you're literally strong enough, stronger, that you're able to pick up packages and you're not hurting your back. Or you're able to bend over to pick up maybe your children's or grandchildren's toys without hurting your back. These are the things I want you to think about. Because this is what's going to be important for you. Being healthier and stronger in 2025. You've had many, many years to sort of make excuses for yourself to why you're not healthy or why you're not strong. This is your year to perhaps maybe take on a different approach when it comes to your health. Maybe sitting with your health practitioner to find a more holistic approach to becoming healthier. Now, maybe you don't have the opportunity to sit with a health practitioner. That's where I come in. Let's have a conversation. Let me help you evaluate whatever it is that's going on in your life right now, your health. Do you take medication? What's your diet look like? How often are you moving? How are you sleeping? What are you doing to take care of you? Now, I know in 2024, self-care was like the word of the year. Self-care and self-love. Oh my God, if I heard another person say, self-love, that's my goal. I want to love myself. Well, if you want to love yourself, the next 18 months is going to be the highlight of that. Because when you start taking better care of your health and your physical body, that is self-love. That is self-love. So just to recap, and I'm going to pull a card, when we think about this energy that we're in, again, for our Pluto Virgo generation, there's a big emphasis there for you right there. So whatever house you have Pluto and Virgo on your chart, know that that's the emphasis for me, my third house. So it's the experience. How am I experiencing the transformation of my physical body? Because let's not forget, when we speak about Virgo, Virgo is your health and fitness. It's all about that. Virgo's energy is health and fitness. That's what Virgo's about. It's about your schedule. It's about your routine. It's about organizing your routine, organizing your space, that you can make space in the space that you live in, or you can make space on your schedule that you can step out of your house and go and do your workout. Go and take care of you. That's that Virgo energy. So again, for all of you who do have Pluto Virgo, that you're in that generation, I want you to raise your hand. I want to know if you are. Go look at your natal chart. Now, if you don't have a natal chart, feel free to reach out to me. I will get you your natal chart for you. Then we'll schedule an appointment together so I can help you navigate through your chart. It's so important for you to understand your natal chart. Know even just the basics of reading where the houses are and what each house actually means, what each house means. So, for example, if you have Pluto Virgo in your first house, that is really all about you. That is the only house that's just focused about you. It has absolutely nothing to do with anybody else. So if you happen to have Pluto Virgo in your first house, it also means you have a Virgo rising sign. which means the next 18 months is going to be really big for you because that's going to be your main focus on how to take better care of you. If you have Pluto Virgo in your second house, that's the relationship with your physical body. Are you taking care of your physical body? This is your year to transform your physical body. Excuses be gone. If you constantly make excuses to why you don't have time to exercise, why you don't have time to eat throughout the day, why you're not eating throughout the day, why you're not drinking enough water, why you're not getting enough rest, these are all excuses you have to throw away. We already know Pluto in Virgo, third house. We know what that's about. That's your experience. How are you experiencing your transformation? Virgo itself is your schedule, your routine, and how you organize it. Pluto, Virgo in the fourth house, that's your home. Now, when I speak about the fourth house home, I speak about your physical body. It's not about your career here, and it's not about your physical house. Although it could be about your physical house because you may have to set up a space in your physical home that you can work out in. So you don't have excuses anymore. You may have to make time before or after work to get you behind, to be disciplined enough to get your workout in. And again, before I move on to the fifth house, if you think walking is going to constitute as your purpose of getting healthy and strong, you have another thing to think about. Walking is not the primary source of your post progressive overload strength training. Write it down. You really need to come out of that mindset of thinking, well, I'll walk my 3 miles a day or I'll walk my 10 miles a day. Walking is not enough. And I'll save that for another live. What we speak about Pluto Virgo in your fifth house, that's about change. That's about change. That's about your personality needs change when it comes to your routine. So if I'm working with you, I know right off the bat that I have to make sure your routine is somewhat different each time you do it because you're going to get bored. So I have to keep it motivating. However, the routine, the exercises will be pretty structured. Just how we do the exercises will change each time we come together. Because again, your process of Pluto and Virgo in your fifth house change. Something has to change so you can create a routine to become a healthy, stronger version of you. Now, Pluto, Virgo in sixth house, that is health fitness. That is health and fitness. So if you happen to have Pluto, Virgo in your sixth house, please reach out to me. That may very well mean that this next 18 months could be very challenging for you. You may experience some health issues that show up. You may actually have health issues as we're speaking. This is your time to transform that. This is your time to really take a deep dive and work on healing whatever those health issues are, so you can be a strong version of yourself by the end of 2025. Pluto Virgo in the seventh house, the relationship you have with yourself. This is your time to start learning to love you. Learning to love yourself enough that you are willing and ready to have a stronger foundation. That you're willing and ready to shred away the excess weight that you have been carrying emotionally. That you can create this new agreement with your body and with food. And that you can truly begin to fall in love with you. This will not only transform your physical body, but this energy will transform everything about your life. Pluto Virgo in your eighth house. If you have Pluto Virgo in your eighth house, this is about moving through your dark side. This is about your massive transformation because eighth house and Pluto, they work with each other. So this is really about working through that transformation. It's time. It's time to take care of you. You probably have been taking care of many, many people most of your life. It's now time to take care of you. It's time to take care of you. It's time to put everything else behind you and put you on the front burner. Scheduling time to take care of you. Pluto, Virgo in 8th house. Pluto, Virgo in 9th house. This is really about learning new ways to move your body. Learning new ways to reorganize your space so you can make time for you. This is perhaps even a time where you start taking classes so you can become the teacher, the coach, the instructor, literally allowing you to undergo a transformation so that you can then stand where I am and become the teacher. That's the Pluto Virgo in 9th house energy, the higher consciousness. Pluto Virgo in 10th house, your work. This is the work you're here. Pluto Virgo in 10th house, this is your soul's work. What you are here to do. Doing it differently. Taking it to the next level. Moving into that massive transformation. Scheduling time. Now, when we have Pluto Virgo in the 11th house, you may be the type that needs to be in community. You may need to be in that space where you're working with a group of people. However, in order for you to adapt into your personal goals, this is going to be the time where maybe in your community, you meet your trainer and then you explore some one-on-one work together. That connection you're going to have with your trainer. And when I say trainer, I mean me. Even though that Pluto Virgo in the 11th house is about community, it's about connection, it's also really about making that connection with someone who's going to support you on your transformation. Taking the time to take care of you. Seeing you as number one in your community. Rooting you on, cheering you on, and supporting you as you reach your accomplishments that you will reach. Pluto Virgo in 12th house. This is about stepping in, moving in, letting down your guard, and allowing yourself to be the intuitive being you are. You know you're intuitive. You know you're intuitive. You know you have your psychic abilities. You know you are capable. You just have to step out of your own way so you can be capable. And allow yourself, give yourself permission to move into that space to get the support you need so you can feel stronger in your own body. So I've just gone through the 12 zodiac signs, the 12 houses based on the Pluto Virgo generation. So whatever house your Pluto Virgo is in, please reach out to me. Let me support you on your journey. Now, for those of you, again, who have your sun or rising in Scorpio energy, as Neptune and Saturn move into Aries, this is your time. But really diving into that Neptune energy as of March 30th, you have 12 weeks to move into this transformation before this energy hits your 6th house. And you may run into some challenges. I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to ask that each and every one of you who are not yet involved in your post-prescription plan, progressive overload strength training, reach out to me and learn about my body and soul transformation program. See if it's a good fit for you. See if I'm a good fit for you. And let me help you transform, not lose weight, transform. So let's pull a card. Let's see what we need to know with this amazing energy we have coming in, that's in right now in 2025. As 2025, again, holds that 9 vibration, shedding, letting go, decluttering, and transforming. It's not just about shedding the weight. It really is about letting go of people, places, and things that are no longer serving you. It's time to put down the baggage so you no longer have to carry the excess weight with you. And this is the year, for that matter, the next 18 months with the lunar nodes, Pisces, Virgo, this is the year. This is the year to tap into your intuition. And this is definitely the year to become more organized, strong, and become a healthier version of yourself. There are absolutely no excuses. Let the excuses be gone, so you can be a strong version of you. Let's see what card we have coming in. Perfect card. Intuition. Trusting that through the lunar node of Pisces, North Node energy, it's time to start trusting your intuition. It's time to start advocating for yourself. It's time to start moving into progressive overload strength training so you can become a stronger version of you and embody your physical body so you can make the connections with spirit. Every one of us has the ability to connect with spirit. However, not every one of us is connecting with our physical body. There's a disconnect when it comes to our physical body and our mind. We have to bring them together. The red energy is all about getting grounded, become more focused, visualize what it is to be the strongest version of you. Then write down on paper those action steps of what you're going to need to take to be that stronger version of you. And know that I do not expect you to transform your body in 12 weeks. This is a process. As I was saying to our Scorpios and also our Virgo signs, sun and rising, specifically Virgos, between now and March 30th, you do have 12 weeks to at least get things moving along. So focus. Let me help you transform. Let me help you take the steps that you need to take so you can be a healthier, stronger version of yourself without restrictions and limitations and without all the crazy fad programs that there are out there. The number 24, so perfect with 6. The 6 energy is very much associated with our Virgo energy. The 6th house placement, whatever you have in your 6th house placement, please note your 6th house placement is health and fitness. So whatever's going on there, so you may have Neptune there, you could have Saturn there, you may have Uranus there, whatever planet you have in that placement, that is going to be amplified with the South Node in Virgo for the next 18 months. That placement will be amplified for Scorpios once Neptune and Saturn move into Aries. So remember that 6 energy is really about nurturing and healing yourself to be a strong version of who you are. Now, if I've said anything that has resonated with you, and you are ready, committed, and disciplined and motivated to getting started on your health, fitness, and wellness journey, I would love to hear from you. Watching from Facebook, you can just go ahead and message me. You can put in the comments below, reach out to me, whatever it is you want. If you're watching this from YouTube, email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I will be speaking more about this as we move into the energy with the lunar nodes moving into Pisces and Virgo as of January 11th. Remember, that's an 18-month cycle, which means there's going to be a lot of emphasis on health and fitness, which also means there's going to be a lot of videos coming out encouraging you to use them. I'm encouraging you not to use them. Why? Because I want to make sure that whatever it is you're going to do, that you do it correctly. So if for whatever the reasons are, you feel that I am not the right fit for you, I do recommend that you do find somebody that is a right fit for you. My approach is non-conventional, it's revolutionized. I bring all different modalities into my practice. In your body and soul transformation program, yes, it's all about strength training. It's learning how to really get to know who you are from a soul level. It's about energy clearing, so we really tap into energy work. It's talk therapy, and it's also about helping you to understand who you are from a soul level. If there's anything you're going to learn in 2025, the study of you. The study of you. And with that being said, I'm just going to let you know, for those of you who are interested, I will be bringing back my 12-week astrological and numerology makeup course. That's going to include a little something extra where you'll get to work with me for 1 year. That's 12 months. So the actual course is 12 weeks. And then we will continue on after that, where we meet each other twice a month as a group. If you're interested in learning about the 12-week astrological and numerology makeup course, please reach out to me. I would love to have you there. It is a small, intimate group. I only see 6 women in that group. You might be one of the 6. All that being said, I wish you a amazing 2025. I know we are going to be connecting. I know you're going to be witnessing all the things that I do, and I'm hoping to witness what you do as well. Remember, 2025 is really about shedding, letting go, decluttering, and transforming. And I would love to help you transform through my body and soul transformation prescription plan. Remember, it's all about post progressive overload strength training. I will see you on the other side. Bye bye for now.